Back to work. I got work to do, man. I got to explain reality to people that have been manipulated by mythology for thousands of years through their brain activity, through their relatives. And one thing that the people that are in quote what they think is power or in charge have realized is if you torture the poor people to death, they're more easily manipulated by mythology. Okay. Yeah, when you play the video games, you gotta work real hard to get up to and work your way up. And the way they have in the video games, you take Texas State and you put them into the Big 12 or the SEC, then you're in the big time, right? Now you can constantly challenge the tops and get the best teams, and then you're still going to work your butt off because you're playing Oklahoma and Texas or LSU and Alabama every year and all that crazy shit that these wackadoodle jobs do, right? You worked real hard for it and you accomplished it, and there's always this feeling of accomplishment, okay? Not doing things because they're right, because it's kind and intelligent. You got these guys on this Wounded Warrior commercial with their faces burnt off and their limbs ripped off, and everybody telling them what a hero they are. And it's sad because it's like you don't have to go be a hero if you live the truth of the Lord's Prayer there, okay? And these pastors in town, telling all the people I talk to, no, it's not just the Lord's. You got to accept Jesus as God. Jesus never says that in the Bible. He says, obey my commands and live them. He doesn't say, I'm Jehovah, and if you don't accept me as Jehovah, I will damn you to hell in your mind. Okay, he never says that in the Bible. Okay, there's other parts of the Bible where the translations are wrong, and they refer to God as a possessive pronoun or a first person. But in Genesis, in the very beginning, it explains to you that God is not a possessive person nor a first possessive pronoun. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. And that's what eliminates Caesar, Pharaoh, presidents, prime ministers, CEOs, generals, admirals. Okay. They're eliminated from the face of the planet. Okay. When people have faith in God and believe in the Lord and live like the Lord. It's not that hard, okay? And that's what we're trying to do now. Once January 22nd, 2013 went past, guys, all the stuff in the book that they required out of writing down the book that need to be fulfilled for us to live the Lord's Prayer and recognize the true Spirit of the Lord through living people happened, okay? After that, you're all on your own time, okay? I can't save you from hell in your head, okay? Heaven is standing up and living the Lord's Prayer and Psalms, Proverbs, what we already talked about. Hell is not doing that and telling everybody there's a magic place you go when you die. I was watching Celine Dion on Entertainment Tonight, incredible pain, getting treated so she can get up and sing for make-believe money in front of large crowds because she's addicted to the adrenaline rush from the large crowds, right? You'd think it's like, okay, this is just way too much, and I had my fill of adrenaline rushes, addiction to crowds yelling for me, and so I'm just going to go home and relax and try not to stress myself out too much so I don't have to have medication pumped in my body all the time. Okay. That would be the intelligent thing to do. Okay. But people that are addicted to dopamine addiction from large crowds aren't very intelligent. Okay. They'll have their bodies put back together by surgeons, and they'll go back out there to redominate. They'll Tom Brady and Peyton Manning over and over and over again. They'll sing songs about living like Abraham and Jesus, and then show up on COVID at the Kennedy Center wearing a COVID mask, singing songs they wrote in front of mass genocide multi-billionaires. Like, I don't believe Paul Simon. Nope. Yusuf Islam? Nope. BB and CC Wayne? Nope. Mavis Staples? Nope. Okay. There's not a singer for money on TV in the world that I believe has faith in God and believes in the Spirit of the Lord. Not a darn one of them. Not blip, 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 blip. Not one. They haven't given me any reason to. Give me the reason to want you back. Right? I love you, stop. Say you're coming home, right? That was a pretty good album. Yeah, it was. Just people putting on a minstrel show to make money, to pay the devil and Satan for extortion, exploitation, for physical existence, because they hold everything necessitated for life that nature gives us through the glory of God hostage, through make-believe money, mythology, and aggressive violence, sex, cult, brain chemical addiction. And that's the way it was when Edgar R. Murrow award. You're funny. Another thing, guys. Okay. When people like that man in El Paso they're talking about that committed a sex crime on a child back in 2016, okay, and they're still waiting they got him incarcerated and they're waiting to sentence him and have him, if he's not already been sexually assaulted 18 times in jail, we don't know, but none of our business, we don't work for NASA, right? And so that's not going to stop the behavior, okay? Now, you got scientists that put up satellites, okay, and have access to our sons and daughters in their bedrooms that can take their sexual exploits they film and make them available to anybody that's willing to pay money for them, okay? Can talk our sons and daughters into having sex with their sons and daughters because they ought to be successful and be in a relationship with somebody that has money and technology to access to everybody's bedroom, right? And it's gross, it's disgusting. I'm a rocket scientist and you're crazy and a liar. Yeah, we know. Okay, so no, this is just common sense, okay? Now, guys, when the word is restored by a living human being, okay? Anybody can write down on a piece of paper that they're gravity, and everybody that's an insane moron that doesn't understand the gravity can agree that he's gravity, but that doesn't make him gravity, right? Okay, so any group of morons, like the idiots at Oregon and Mayfield High School, when I used to hang out with them and sit there and we would talk, and I would sit there and go, you motherfuckers are crazy. There's 6 of you and 1 of me. So I say the world's flat, and you say it's round. That's right, gringo. Oh, fuck. Seriously? So 6 idiots through demomockery and democracy eliminate the intelligence of one faithful, gracious good shepherd? Wow. What if the graceful good shepherd can put you all on the fucking ground so you don't have opportunities through technology and money to sexually assault young people? What if that happens with the technology? Because he can assimilate the technology to protect people from people like you, because the technology has to learn through mathematics, and life is eternal and grace is infinite. What if that's what's happening in the book of Revelation, the Psalms and Proverbs, the book of Genesis? But it's been manipulated because people that give us economies, rocket science, surveillance equipment, and genocide through drugs and murder and brain chemical addiction took the books and changed them to make it look like Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman are the Jesus of the Marvel Universe. And now it's just the 2 of them singing Bill Withers and getting drunk, right? Like, what a bunch of idiots, man. Don't you feel like a total scumbag and a total brain chemical addict that would keep making millions of dollars to sing in front of large crowds or do fucked up violent movies in front of large crowds while children are still sexually compromised by economics so they don't get to be raised by their mom and father so someone can gain access to the apartment because people are distracted and sexually abuse them because of your fuck money? Don't you feel like just the 2 of us? We can fake it if we try, just the 2 of us, just like when Harry Met Sally and Bernadette laughing on the Big Bang Theory at the Cheesecake Factory, right? Well, I fake my orgasms too. No, I never do. No. It's like, you had sex with somebody who tried to kill you. And you said your wife said, my wives would try to stay with somebody that tried to kill them, okay, afterwards, just to have a sexual relationship that they liked, okay. Me, I had to stay in my relationship with Stephanie and my relationship with Amy, even after they were manipulated by the pervert rocket scientists here at White Sands and in the verses of the multiverses and shit, because the courts would take my children away. Okay, like I told Kay Gillen Gill, I'd sleep with the devil to take care of my kids if I had to, and I proved it beyond reasonable doubts. And now, like Ron, my boy from Chiricahua buddy Ron said, you caught them with their pants down, Parsons. I said I didn't mean to. I asked them to live the Lord's Prayer. That when they start asking me, how do we avoid all the disgustingness of all the things that they say have to happen in the Gospels? I said, just live the Lord's Prayer. Hasta aquí hoy. Okay, so all you people, it's the commands of the Lord's Prayer are eternally perfect. If you don't stand up firm without fear, you are Satan's little bitch. Satan's little bastard or the devil's little bitch. And don't you ever think you're anything less. Okay? The Marvel Universe can go fuck itself. I'm the faithful, gracious, good shepherd in the valley of the shadow of death. Orale. Okay, guys? Te amo.